Yo, what's good, boys? So today I wanted to talk about the Strucid competitive scene and a lot of the major issues affecting it. And although I do like Strucid competitive to a certain extent, there's a lot of really bad things going on right now. There's a lot of just really big problems I have with it, and I really felt like they needed to be talked about. So I'm making this video today to hopefully raise a little bit of awareness about them and maybe even make a difference. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so the first thing I really want to talk about is the lack of official leagues and tournaments. There is an official league, Strucid official league, but it is probably the most dead competitive league I have ever seen. Very poorly run, very inactive. You're really not going to get any practice out of it. They host a scrim like once a day, just one scrim. And another major problem I've seen is that there's no official tournaments. The Strucid Discord did partner with Synex Tournaments for their one clan tournament that they had. It wasn't an official Strucid tournament, but it was a partnership, which I guess is a start. But the tournament never ended up finishing. As far as I know, everyone in Team SS was banned from the Discord. And I don't think the tournament was ever finished. I think it's really going to be hard to have an active competitive scene when there's no input, no help from the game's creators, and it's all community-run events, tournaments, leagues, scrims, whatever. It's all ran by the community. There is no input from the people who actually run the game. And I feel like that's a major problem. And I feel like this fact is causing a lot of other major problems that I've also been seeing recently, which I'll talk about in a second. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, which is arguably the biggest problem with Strucid competitive, not just now, but of all time. This is a problem with any Roblox game, to be honest, but in Strucid competitive, it has become especially bad. And what I'm talking about is cheating. There is an insane amount of hackers. People that you think are good. You'll go against them in scrims, go against them in tournaments. These people are beating you in wagers. They're taking Robux from you just for them to get exposed months later as cheaters. Just to name a few people who have made serious impacts on the competitive scene as a whole that were later exposed to be cheaters, I'm just gonna list a few people. Cheetah, Metal, who turned out to be Kin, the dude who basically stole $100 from Westrom about a year ago in the SSS. Hex, Synergy, Tempest, Lovon Swag, who is a Strucid staff. He was like a manager or something. He was very well known and thought to be very good, but like all these other people, he was exposed for cheating. The fact that these people could walk around competitive, posing as completely legitimate, when they have a massive advantage over everyone else is honestly ridiculous. I promise you right now, there are plenty of people that maybe you think are really good. People that you think are really good, they have insane aim, but I promise you, a few months time, they're gonna be exposed as cheaters. I'm not saying that to be negative, I'm saying that to be realistic. There are plenty of cheaters right now in the competitive scene, playing scrims, playing tournaments, winning wagers. And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of time these players don't leave the community. They still play, they still do things on alt accounts. If you look at Metal, alright, he recently came back and was exposed as being Kin. Kin was playing this game over a year ago when he got exposed for hacking. Or well, it was like around a year ago. Cheetah was exposed several months ago, and he admits to still playing the game. He plays on people's accounts. He plays in Clan Wars sometimes. He plays tournaments. He's still playing the game, and he's cheating. He's not legitimate. There are people that are trying to play legitimately and be good, and they have to compete with people like this. And one thing that's really annoying about cheating, hacking, in a lot of cases, well, I'll say in some cases, it is very hard to tell if they are actually cheating or not, which is a serious problem. If it's hard to tell if someone's aim locking, trigger botting, hitbox extending, that is a major problem. And I'm not saying that's something with Strucid competitive. I think that's just a game. There's little to no bloom. It's really easy to hit insane shots, so obviously it's hard to tell if people are hacking. But even with PC checks, screen recording, screen share, display capture, whatever you're doing, it is still possible to hack. It's possible to hack recording counterblock style. The one recording method people keep crediting for being unbeatable. It's very easy to hide hacks during a PC check. Very easy. PC checking them for 2 hours and not finding anything doesn't prove anything. If you look at any other game, the vast majority of them are not going to have as big as a problem as we do with cheating. And I think part of that is just because it's on Roblox. It's incredibly easy to cheat, hack in Roblox. And I get that, but there's no denying that cheating, hacking, it's a major problem with Strucid competitive, and it's been around since the beginning, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon. And to know that there are people right now that I consider good that are going to be exposed sometime in the future for cheating, like, it's just disappointing. And the thing is, in the vast majority of cases where someone is considered suspicious of hacking, in the vast majority of cases, they're going to be cheating. Especially when it's like between half the community. Like, half the community thinks maybe they're legit, and the other half thinks they're probably hacking. Another problem I have with the competitive community is how insanely toxic it is. The Strucid guy was talking about the racism in the Strucid competitive scene, and I'm not saying like that's only a Strucid competitive thing. That's all over Discord. People are racist. That's just how it is. But the Strucid competitive scene especially is incredibly toxic, and the lack of an official league, official tournaments, I feel like really enforces this, because there's no Strucid staff. There's no one there to really enforce like the toxicity rules, anything. People are free to do pretty much whatever they want in these unofficial community run leagues, and it really just makes the Strucid competitive scene really toxic. I've seen plenty of people that play Strucid competitive. They go to FaZe, they go to raiding servers, stealing IPs, grabbing tokens, because it's just a community. Okay, so this final topic I'm going to talk about isn't as serious as the other ones, but it has to do with competitive clans. Now, this has been annoying me for so long now, and it's the fact that clans, for some reason, cannot last. They die, get raided, disband, merge, whatever it is. Clans do not last. There are some major clans like Fear, Vicious, they last, okay? But the difference is these clans are backed by massive content creators with tons of hype, keeping the clan alive. But when you have these competitive clans that just pop up out of nowhere, recruit 20 of the best players, and then suddenly they're insanely good and they're winning every tournament, I've noticed this, it never lasts. These top tier players will hop between clans every month. I don't know if you guys remember Team Xeno. I genuinely don't know what happened to Team Xeno, but it's gone. Team Bads got raided. Team Elixir was talking about disbanding soon. I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen, but I definitely think it's a possibility. And then also Team Spade, which lasted like 2 weeks in the competitive scene and then went back to whatever the game they're playing. These clans, they come back, they recruit a ton of people, they're suddenly the best, everyone's bragging about them, everyone's talking about how good they are, and they last for like two weeks, and that's it, and then they're done. And then everyone's on to another clan. I don't get it. That's why I like clans like Team Fear, Team Vicious, Team SS, because these clans have lasted for months. Team SS is somewhat new, but it's been a thing for like almost 4 months now, and it hasn't died. One final minor thing is that a lot of times people will join more than one clan, which I'm guilty of this myself, just because it's like a normal, it's like an acceptable thing to do. But to be honest, I'm not really a fan of it, because people will be like clan warring for like 5 different clans. Like, you need to like main, one clan. You don't need to be in 20 of them. Like, I'm so tired of being in all these like 20 different random clans that have all like the exact same players. They're just completely dead, completely useless, and you're just a waste of space. Like, it's really annoying. Please pick a clan. Anyways, I think that's about it for this video. I just really wanted to talk about what's going on with the Strucid competitive scene right now, and why I feel like there's a lot of things wrong with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new or found something interesting. And yeah, peace out. Also, 8FO hacks.
Spike Lee on the wood, smoking on Pat, nigga. Drunk texting my wifey, so I know I'll get a text back, nigga. 45 on my white tee, used to have that shit up on the dash, nigga. Got a lot on my psyche, on my mind, I ain't talking hats, nigga. Like I said on that Syfy, when I train, I tend to overlap, niggas. Heard them niggas wanna fight me, we grown, I don't really scrap, nigga.